What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Duel commentary. We have Into the Night playing Wind Infernity. 1165 versus the Wind Up Magician. 1791. I believe he's playing Burning Abyss. If he's playing Necros, I probably won't even upload this match. Hopefully he's playing Burning Abyss. I think that's what he's playing. So anyways, it looks like Into the Night took first, or I don't know if he was first to go, or if he was forced to go first or not. But he just summoned Rampungu and banished the Ulti Hawk, and this is in the graveyard. I believe he played another upstart, so it's 2 upstarts down. Wind Up Magician didn't play anything, which now it's kind of making me believe that maybe he is running Necros, because Burning Abyss would like never pass, like ever. I mean, I just don't see any way possible you get a hand that's that brick that you don't do anything. You don't at least attempt to summon something. So you see he banishes, I believe, the Ultimate Apelio, then he summons Laura. So Laura, I think she's what, Monster Born for Spirit Beast? This card is normal summon. You can ritual. Okay, one in your grave. Yeah, she's Monster Born, or we'll just call her Blizzard. Basic Wolf Bark. There you go. I feel like that generic effect is just Wolf Bark. All right, so he's gonna attack with everybody and get some pretty good damage in, because he used the Apelio effect too. So, I mean, Laura can't really do much, but, you know, 600 attack ain't bad. Now he's going to contacts into the Ulti Hawk. Now he has a lot of cards banished right now, so obviously uncontacting will not be a problem at all. So he's going to activate effect 1, and then he'll chain effect 2. He's going after Laura and the Hawk, the regular Hawk. And then the ultimate one goes back into the deck. Now he can search. He's going to get his ambush on. Now he's going to banish the Elder. So now he's going to contact Laura and Rampungu for another Ulti Hawk. Okay, so he's going to chain the effect, and obviously he's trying to get back he says Ape and Pingu. I know what Pingu is. Oh, he's talking Elder. He said Ape. I'm like, what do you mean Ape? There's an Ape now in this deck? Alright, so he meant the Elder. Alright, so he grabs a copy of Steeds. This is looking really, really strong. The fact that you get multiple searches, like Hawk is such a good card, man. Alright, so I think everything in this deck is under $1 now. Okay, this is the only card, if I'm not mistaken, that costs over $1. Like literally every single thing in this deck is so damn cheap. I think he might go into the Dolphin. Nope, he goes into the Ulti Hawk again. Now, what can he still special summon? Aren't all these guys special summon once per turn? Like, what can he even special summon anymore? Unless he doesn't plan on uncontacting. So he gets himself a copy of Bonds. I like the artwork on that card. Okay, so yeah, I guess he can't uncontact because he's already uncontacted. Like, he's already special summoned everything. He sets 3 cards. When you can search that much, I mean, that is really nice. Now, I have no idea what Wind Up Magician is playing, but I'm definitely going to give the advantage to Into the Night. And it doesn't matter what he's playing, because he says Scoop Phase, man. It's too good for me. Now, if you're Into the Night, the problem is you have no idea what the side deck, because your opponent literally didn't play a single card. So, I mean, you're just siding into the dark. Maybe there might be cards that you only like in your game 1, or that you only like going first, and you might think that you're going second or something like that. So maybe you can do some siding that way, but for the most part, you have no idea what you're playing against. So, you know, if you're going to side, I would suggest siding only like a little bit, maybe only a few cards, like 3 cards, maybe tops. A couple of cards that you may run like 2 ofs, or as a 3 of, maybe you can cut them down to 2 to get more. I mean, you can kind of like never have too much spell and trap destruction, right? Because even Necros can side in like Vanity's Emptiness against you, and then you just get wrecked. Alright, so Wind Up Magician is taking second. If you're Into the Night, I mean, you started out pretty explosive. I mean, there's nothing really stopping you. And he has Elder, which is the Marauding Captain. So, well, I mean, that's if he uses the effect. Okay, so it looks like he's getting rolling already. Rampingu should banish from the extra deck. Okay, so I think it's what? You banish from the extra deck one of your Spirit Beast fusion guys, and then you like summon you put the baby one in the graveyard, I believe it is. Alright, so he's gonna contact probably in the Kanahawk. Alright, so he's attempting to summon Petalfin and the Pingu. I guess at this point he hasn't special summoned anything. No, okay, so he went for Elder and the Penguin. My mistake. He is going to get his search on. Gets Ambush. Now, the difference is, right now, obviously, he doesn't have as many cards banished. Okay. Activates the Penguin again. Now, did he just use that effect twice? Let me just see. I swear that this is a once per turn effect. I have no idea how he just used it twice. I mean, I could totally be missing something. Anyways, looks like he's continuing with his play. I believe he searched out Ambush and Steeds, and he can't uncontact because, if I'm not mistaken, you uncontact for banished monsters has to be at least 2. He only has 1, the Elder, so he cannot uncontact right now. But his Steeds is still live because he can still obviously play Ambush and then Steeds and blow up like 3 monsters if necessary. Oh, what a Denko Sekka would do right now. I mean, your opponent would be sitting on a 1600 defense monster. Like Denko Sekka, you could just attack over it and pretty much win. Like your opponent would have 4 back rows just locked down that they can't use. Oh, he is playing Burning Abyss. Fair enough. So he attempts to summon Farfa. And now he's going to summon Skarm. I wouldn't be shocked if he burnt that Ambush and the Steeds here after the normal summon. Although that does open you up to a really devastating Regeki play. Oh, even better, Book of Moon. So now Skarm goes face down, which means Farfa will die. Farfa cannot activate its effect because he done already used that trying to summon it. No, you can't banish it. You already used Farfa's effect trying to summon it. Come on, dog. Aren't you like damn near 1800? Come on now. You got a higher rating than I do, and it's only like it's literally like 10. There's only like 10 people on this entire site that have a higher rating than I do. You should know this. You cannot. What's it called? Yeah, you totally can't use the Farfa effect because you already tried to special summon it. All right, so now you see him use Ritual Beast Ambush for Kanahawk and Elder. Fair enough. Oh, what a Trap Stun would do right now, right? A Trap Stun would just be like amazing. Now from right here, it looks like he has, as long as he can get some cards banished, he can get a lot of big plays here. He's going to activate the regular Kanahawk's effect. Can't use the other Kanahawk because I don't think he has one in each zone. That banishes Laura. Okay, that gets things started. I think he'll probably use maybe the ulti Kanahawk and return the Laura to the graveyard. And then like, nah, he can't. He won't be able to chain the effect though. I mean, he could just contact, and that would get more monsters into the banished zone. That's an option. I'm still kind of trying to learn how the deck. Like I kind of know how it operates, but like how all the plays function and stuff. Honestly, it's one of the more I think Ritual Beasts are one of the more complicated decks Konami has released in like the last few years. Like, I think it's really, really skillful. I mean, that makes it even more amazing that a 12-year-old was, like, getting top 25, or he got, like, 25th place at the ARG out of, like, 400 people. I mean, that is legit. And honestly, if there wasn't so much bullshit collusion at ARG where people were allowed to tie, you know what I mean? Like, and you can just get by, you can use points to get buys and stuff. Like, it's so fraudulent. But anyways, back to the duel. Okay, I guess Wind Up Magician is trying to read all the cards. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Who really knows all the damn effects of the Spirit Beast monsters? They're basically like they're like animal versions of Noble Knights. Nobody knows what they do except people who play them. All right, so he is gonna contact. All right, he goes into the ulti Petal Fin. Now he'll probably uncontact for the Kanahawk. And it's funny how sometimes they'll contact just to immediately uncontact. Like, that is so funny. All right, so now he uses Leo. And if he didn't have enough cards banished, he can get another one banished right here by using Leo's effect. Which means that Kanahawk is going to, like, if he uncontacts with the Kanahawk, that he'll totally be able to search, because now he has 4 cards banished. As long as he has what, 1 in the graveyard? Oh wow, emergency teleport. He's going all in. It would be nice to open my strategy. I wonder if, okay, so he has a level 3 monster. I believe that's Wind. Yeah, actually, I think I said Wind with a D, but that's Wind. I was thinking there's a chance he could go Lightning Chidori here. If like he attacked the Skarm to flip it face up, he could spin it to the bottom of the deck and then obviously go after one of the back row cards with Lightning Chidori on summon, as long as it didn't die to like a Karma Cut or a Regeki Break. So he could basically get rid of 2 cards. So he contacted for the Apelio because he wants some, obviously he wants a Beat Stick. And this is a matchup where I would have thought that this deck would have struggled Spirit Beast, but I mean, obviously if you get Macrocosmos, forget about it against Burning Abyss. Like, they just, if you have the minimal defense along with Macrocosmos, you're gonna fuck that deck up crazy. Like if you have Book of Moon plus Macro, or I'm trying to think, Mirror Force plus Mirror Force plus Macrocosmos, pretty much anything plus Macro, and you should be able to win. Ritual Beast Steeds plus Macrocosmos is like the nuts, but yeah, if you have Macrocosmos, then they just don't get to do what they want to do. So now he's going to activate the ultimate Kanahawk, and then obviously he'll chain the effect, so you get to summon your guys and you get to search. He gets Elder and the regular Kanahawk. Neither one of those have been special summoned. I guess Wind Up Magician has no idea what's going on. But as long as you have enough banished cards, these dudes can uncontact and contact as much as you want. He says, "What effect are you saying?" I assume he means the effect of basically being able to add a card, and then you chain the effect number 2, which is I assume uncontact. I mean, it's called an effect, but I mean, I just call it uncontacting, because it's way simpler to just, because all of them have that effect. So it's like, why even count it as an effect? Let's just consider it uncontacting. All right, so now he's going to uncontact for the Elder and the regular Kanahawk. Now, based on what he searches, that might let us know what he has. He searches out Ritual Beast Ambush, so I mean, there's a chance that he already has the regular one. He activates Kanahawk's effect, and you know, that pink dolphin seems like it could be kind of hard for Burning Abyss to kill, because they can't attack over it and they can't Fire Lake it. I mean, I guess they can Virgil it, or they can make Acid Golem, but like, that's a lot of work to have to make Acid Golem, especially if your opponent can just go into like multiples the next turn off of like ambush and stuff like that. That actually happened in the what's it called, in the ARG. The little kid, I think his name's Blake, he just sat on Pink Dolphin. Like, I think he made 2 Pink Dolphins. He just fucking sat on those dudes. All right, so I think what happened was he tried to use Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare on the ultimate, what's it called, on the ultimate Kanahawk, and he said, all right, well, I'll contact out so that it isn't destroyed. So he is still going to be able to uncontact. It kind of sucks though, because it's like you just kind of wasted your trap trick strap hole nightmare. The thing about this deck is if you notice that your opponent has like multiple cards banished, don't try and use removal on the rituals. Like, don't try and use things like D-Prison on them or anything like that, because they can just uncontact and then you'll miss your opportunity. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe all monsters that get I believe anytime they uncontact, I think the monsters are summoned in defense mode. So even if they attack into a Mirror Force, like if they had Ultimate Kanahawk and they attacked into a Mirror Force, they could technically uncontact and then their guys would come out in defense mode. Let me just make sure right quick, because he has all three. Summon them in defense mode. Summon them in defense mode. Summon them in defense position. Okay, yeah. So every time these guys uncontact, they come out in defense, which actually makes all of them immune to Mirror Force. I didn't even realize that they were. So it looks like Wind Up's Magician says, F this garbage, I'm just leaving. Wow. Okay, well, I guess he's not higher rated than me anymore. But anyways, I mean, you just see one player get destroyed. I wasn't sure what was going on game one. Maybe he just had something like reminiscent of a completely unplayable hand. But then in game two, it seems like for the most part, that Book of Moon just killed him. And then Into the Night was just able to wombo combo off and get all the tools that he needed. So let me know what you guys think. Ritual Beast may be a deck on the rise. I'll tell you this. When I do my next top 10 budget decks, they're definitely going to be in there. A lot of stuff from Secret Forces is going to make it into that video. Thank you guys for watching as always.